The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters at Real Estate Marketing, Ardor SEO.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Icons of Real Estate podcast. With us today, we have Mann. She's an impressively positive leader, utilizing real estate to serve others and help them realize their dreams. Operating from Charlotte, North Carolina, and known to be closing a deal every single week since 2017. Robin also hosts the program for 22 days to 222K, which we'll hear all about it on the episode. Welcome to the show, Robin.
Hey, thank you, Thomas, or Tomas, right?
Yeah, or Mann, is that it?
That's right.
Tomas is perfect. And yeah, Robin, let's start with your real estate journey.
Wow, so my journey, I was in youth ministry for 13 years and did that thinking that was going to be my career forever. And then I was working for nonprofits after I worked in youth ministry, and I started working for a nonprofit doing calls. And my goal was to convert people from whole blood donations to platelets, which is a much more intense process. So I was supposed to be doing 5 appointments a day or 5 appointments a week, and I started doing 5 appointments a day. And it kind of dawned on me, I might be kind of good at this. So spoke to my husband, and we both decided, yeah, we should pursue this, because I had talked about doing real estate forever. I love homes. I love the concept of home. And growing up, we had to move out of my family's home because my parents got divorced, and that had a definite impact on me. So got my real estate license. We actually took out a credit card. We didn't have the money. And I passed the class, failed the state test by 2, failed the state test by 1, and then finally passed back in 2014. And that actually was a good lesson too, because that really helped me learn that, real estate's about tenacity and it's about the long haul. And, you can't just let a failure set you back. You just got to keep pressing on.
Yeah, and what was missing on the exam? What were maybe some subject you were having trouble with?
I think it was state law. There were laws that I just kept missing because I passed the national test fine, but there were some specific state laws. And for me, the test, that was like an SAT test. 3 of the answers are right in some capacity, but you have to pick the one that's the most right. And I just kept not picking the most right one.
Nice. And you can be as successful in real estate even if you fail the test once or twice, right?
Exactly. As long as you keep going. If you don't keep going, that's when people give up. That's the diamond mine picture where the 2 people are digging and one takes a step further and they've hit the diamond mine and the other one turns back because they're tired. So you just gotta keep going.
Exactly. So now, talking diamonds, did you join a brokerage? Did you create one of your own?
I did. I joined Keller Williams Ballantyne, which is one of the biggest. I think it's the biggest in the world in terms of agent count, and thought that that I really needed to be there for name persona, so because I thought it would pull people in. And I was there for a year, top producer. Even in my first year, I got nominated for Rookie of the Year, and I was actually working 2 full-time jobs while I worked there, and still was crushing it because I was determined to make real estate work. I left KW and went to a team for 3 weeks. I'm not a team person. I'm a team leader, not a team player. I am a team player, but yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Went to Remax for 3 weeks. Knew it wasn't a fit. So then I went to a different Keller Williams in Union County, which is a smaller Keller Williams. Was there for 4 years. They were amazing. They helped me a lot. And for 40 out of 48 months, I was the top producer, beating out the teams in listings and in sales volume. And I kind of got to this point where I was like, okay, what's next? What do I do? How do I grow? it, like going into the office, it was kind of a drag because, if you're top producer that long, you're drained, you're not fed. And so met up with some amazing EXP folks, and my mind was blown at the possibilities that that EXP offered, because it gave me vision of, I'm like a small fry here. Like, I do good stuff, but in comparison to what some of these people are doing, I'm like, I'm nothing impressive. And so that's what I loved. I wanted a challenge. I wanted to be, I am impressive. I do think I do really well, but compared to others, there's other people destroying me in a great way. So they give me something to aspire to.
Nice. And then you give something to inspire others, because that's what we're here for.
Exactly. Yes.
And I saw in your interview with on your article with Charlotte's Real Producers magazine, and yes, you were saying that you love door knocking, and that goes a bit against on what we've been hearing here on the Icons of Real Estate podcast, because as people, they try to go away and away from it, like more and more. So like, what is your take on that?
I absolutely love door knocking. To me, actually, any lead gen opportunity at all is about building relationships. So if you have the wrong mindset with door knocking, you'll hate it, because if you feel like you're bothering people, if you feel like you're soliciting. But if your goal is to go out and see if they want to sell, if they're interested in selling, or if they have a neighbor that they don't like that they want you to talk to, then that's
the best one.
That's the best way. But it's the same exact thing as everything. You're making a connection. You're like, oh, Tomas, you look, those glasses are really cool. Like, when I knock on a door, it's not here's a flyer. It's a connection. I love your porch. I love this neighborhood. I love, your dog's cute. And then we build. Like, one of my favorite ones, I knocked on a lady's door. She had a broken arm, and she came to the store beaten, battered, and to the door beaten, battered. And we had a conversation. No interest in selling her house. Was never going to move. And I just followed up with her with a get well card. And then I touched her a few more times. And then I sold her house, helped her buy a house. So it was about the connection. And I think that's true in anything. Like, even if all the others say, door knocking's old school, it is old school, but it works. I ended up on one door knock. It totaled up to about $2.5 million in sales. So, and that was on like a little 180,000 townhouse, but she had 6 townhomes in another part of town that she wanted me to sell. And then she bought another home, and then she sold it, and then she bought another home. So, I love door knocking. It's just about relationships.
Yeah. So it's about the mentality and I think the patience on getting results, because that relationship can be long, and maybe you're only going to get the results like you did with that one, like a few months later, right? And maybe people, they think door knocking is, hey, do you want to sell your house? No. Oh, I'm unsuccessful, so exactly. Yeah. So it's about the relationship. Yeah. Thanks for that, because a lot of people are saying like, oh, stop doing door knocking, stop doing this, stop doing that. And of course, there is some systems that you can integrate. And if you want to live in Costa Rica or Puerto Rico, like, you don't have to door knock in Charlotte, but door knocking still lives.
It does. And it's a great opportunity. I even did it during COVID, because people were hungry to talk to people. So nice. It's all about being respectful. I would wear a mask, I wore gloves, I knocked on the door and I backed up. So all about it was just being respectful and building relationships. And that's what I do in all of my real estate. It's about building relationships. And the key with door knocking, I had this poor fella, he had three notebooks, like bigger than this, full, like front and back pages of names from door knocking, but he didn't do anything with them. He didn't put them in a system. He didn't follow up with them. He just wrote their name and address, which is nice, but you gotta work it just like you work anything else. And yeah, I don't look at it as, to me, when they say no soliciting, I'm not soliciting. I'm seeing if you want to solicit. I'm looking to see if you want to sell. I'm not selling anything. So it's a good opportunity.
And I also noticed that you are quite a fan of creative marketing techniques. And there was one about like hiding zombie babies in the listings. Like,
I don't have my zombie babies in this room.
What is that all about? Is that like Halloween promotion or something like that? What is that?
No, this is like my daily life. This one's crazy. Like, watch her. She her head spins. She's crazy. So
Oh,
no, I
that's scary.
started a few years back. Watch, this is crazy. Cool. Let me see if it'll spin for me. Oh, I gotta take her hood off so you can see. But no, the deal with that is I had a friend who liked to do silly things, and he passed away. And I actually wanted my first creepy baby. Look, watch her. She's crazy.
Oh my God.
Right? She's horrible. I love her so much. So, so anyways, he passed away, and I really wanted to honor him in some way and do some silly things. And when I lived, when I first started, or before I started real estate, there was this little baby down in Charleston, my first zombie baby. And I wanted to buy him, but he was $40. And I was like, I can't spend $40 on a doll. So I wanted him for 2 years, finally got licensed, and just happened into a spirit store that year, and decided that I could afford the $40 for the baby. So yes, so I hide him, and I have 5 babies now, but I hide him in listings, and I'll run a contest. Yeah. If you can find Andy, text me where he is, and I'll enter you into a drawing. So it ups my views, and people send me stuff all the time about creepy babies, and so it's kind of fun. I get creepy baby emails a lot. So, and actually this one's not a real zombie baby. She's like an original antique. She's pretty awesome. Her head is ceramic. But
it's ceramic, yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy because she was in someone's attic, and they saw it and thought of me.
Well, that's a way of standing out in your market, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a way to be fun. Like, everybody's really serious. Like, I'm never going to be in a pencil skirt. I'm never going to, have the stilettos. Like, just not who I am. So I'm authentic with who Robin Mann is, and I like silly things like the creepy babies. So.
I like the zombie babies.
Yes.
Nice. So that's the zombie baby strategy for you.
I'm going to TikTok that today. It's a great idea.
Yeah. So now transitioning maybe from more from a weirder strategy to a more that maybe people they're getting more the attention to, right?
Yes.
Because right now they're listening and they'll be like, oh, like, what is Robin thinking? Zombie babies.
Right.
But you also have a program that you wanted to talk about, which is the 22 days to 222K. And
yes.
What is that entail?
So I built my business on social media. And so my first year I did door knocking, open houses, and social media, and I tracked my business. And I said, okay, where's my business coming from? So when I look back on year one, the majority of it was social media. And so what that told me is I needed to spend this next year focusing on that. I still did my door knocking and I still did open houses, but I was like, is it an acronym? Follow one course until successful is focus. The word focus is follow one course until successful. So I decided to try the social media, and that's how I built my business. And it's not hard, and people don't get it. And so they'll be like, oh, like, it's just like any other social media or any other lead gen. Well, I tried that. It didn't work. Okay, well, did you try it every day for 3 months? And if you can say yes to that and it didn't work, okay, well, maybe that's not your field you should go into, your direction you should use. But so what I started doing was I created Facebook groups of interest that I have, but I also was involved in community groups, became the mayor of pages. And I also utilized my own personal page to build my sphere. When we moved here, I had no one. I did not have a sphere. And so I had to create one. And that's how I used social media, was to create my sphere. And that's what 22 days to 222K is. It's a free program. I have a Facebook group that people can join. It's a free program. I give them a task to do a day. We follow up with each other. So it's about accountability. And the idea is if you'll do these tasks, you will make money. And it's open to any brokerage. It's brokerage agnostic. So, and people are like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, well, because I like to help people and I want people in our industry to be successful. So that's what I offer and it's, it's getting results. There's things on there that if you'll do them, you'll get results.
Nice. I already sent my approval to see. No, I already sent my my request to see
Yeah,
if you approve me there.
Excellent.
So
The only other thing on it too. So we start the first of every month, and we
Okay.
do it for 22 days. You can stay in it and do it on a different social media platform, or you can stay on it and just learn again and again. And there was something else I was going to tell you. 22 days. Oh, that's why. Supposedly 21 days. If you'll do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So we're 22 days because you need to be at the 21 days and more, and then it'll become part of you.
Nice. Okay. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
a nice trivia to know. And
Yes.
and yeah, it's also the 22 days of the working days, right? But I guess like real estate, you kind of have to work a bit every day.
Yeah, and actually it is a straight 22 days. Like with this month,
It
we
is
did
straight. Okay.
it's straight. It's weekends too. For April, I was late because I was dealing with some things, so we didn't start until the 3rd. So today actually is our last day of the 22. And actually we took we took Easter day off. Tomorrow is our last day for this month's 22. We start again May 1st.
Nice. Do you want to share some success stories coming from the program? Like how many months have you been doing this?
Yeah, we just started January 1st was the
Okay.
first one. So this is our 4th time through. And yeah, I've got great people. I do have little testimonials. I don't have them prepared, but without a doubt, people's business they've gotten listings, they've gotten buyers, their engagement has improved, and they're doing the task. So it's when I was at KW, I taught finding your business, which is a part of their training class. And I would teach this. And so this is how you find your business. If you're a new agent, you're an old agent, you're an agent that just needs ideas. This is ideas on how to build your business. Like I built my entire sphere, and I do about 25 million a year. So as a solo agent, which is pretty decent. So yeah, I wish I knew that. I don't have the stats offhand, but yeah, there are people who've had great success from it.
Perfect. And are you focusing just on production? Like you said, you do like 25 mil, or are you also creating your own EXP Realty team?
So I have a team that operates separate from me. We started in October, and it's a mostly new agents. It is actually now it's all new agents. And my goal was they were in my downline, and I wanted them to have some hand-on, just really deep one-on-one coaching. So they wanted a team. So we started a team, and they're doing really well. They're all in production now. After 6 months, they're all closing deals, several deals actually. And then, yes, I am building my downline as well. And my goal for my downline is, feed them into the 22 program, because if they'll come in there and do it, they will succeed. And then also, if someone comes on in my downline, I'm going to be there in touch with them as much as they want me to be. Mm-hmm. Because that is my goal. I don't want to bring them on and just leave them. I want to bring them on and let's figure out how to get you making some money.
Nice. And where do you go from here in terms of what are your objectives for 2022, and maybe you can tell us a bit more about some longer term objectives.
So my goals for 2022, I love saying that I close a home a week. I don't know, it just sounds cool. So I want to stick with that. And I'm actually well past on track for this year to hit that goal. So I want to continue with that in terms of transaction numbers. I do focus on, I like the transaction numbers. I know, but it's also more impressive to say your dollar number. So I'd love to stick at the 25 million or more. That was really cool to hit that goal. And it took me, I kept inching towards it and finally got there. So 52 deals and 25 million is kind of my minimum goal. And then in my downline, currently have 40. In my downline, I'd like to be at 100. My ultimate goal is 444. My mom passed away a few years ago, and when she did, she started showing up in the number 444, like we'd find it everywhere. So that's kind of my nod to her. I want to be at 444 and growing.
It's an angel number, isn't it?
It is an angel number. It is.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally we'll look at a receipt, at a checking account number, at a balance sheet, at a billboard, and 444 will be there. Like she says hi to all of us all the time. So my goal is to have that number in my downline, and we're all rocking and rolling and helping each other and making good money and helping others.
Perfect. And Jay-Z also did a album.
Did he really?
Yeah, there's an album by Jay-Z which is 444.
Oh, I'm looking it up today.
Yeah.
I wonder what his story is on it. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, maybe there's something there. But yeah, it looks very inspiring, Robin. And I guess so first is the 100, then is the 222, and
Yes.
then is the 444.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do hope that you get there, and it may take more than 22 days. But
yeah.
If you,
the 22 days, like the thought pattern on that, because some people are like, what, 22 days? You're going to make that much money? Yeah, you're laying the groundwork to make that much money. That's kind of the point of the 22 days to 222K. If you'll do these tasks, you're going to get to 222K, if not higher.
But then what are they supposed to do on the rest of the days of the month, on the 8 days that is left?
Just make sure you haven't missed the tasks and just keep at it. So it needs to become a habit that you're doing these things every day. If people do these things every day, 222 is a drop in the bucket. Like I've been making, I hate to say that, it sounds cocky, but like I've been able to exceed that goal for quite a while, just doing the tasks that I do. So it's just a matter of keeping doing that, you know?
It's not cocky, it's just the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
And so have you been that members from the program, do they most repeat the program? So it's kind of like a commitment, like they're heading accountable, or they just take the program and say, okay, Robin, thanks, I understand now, I'm moving on my way.
No, so most have stayed. And what we also do, my only form of retribution is that they do a 22-minute call with me at the end. So I do a 22-minute call with everyone to hear what their goals are. How did this work out? How do we constructively criticize this so we can make it better? And then, yeah, how do we help each other moving forward? So I do have an accountability group that was that was part of the first 4, that if they want to move on and think about things in a different way, they can join this group that's separate because we already have this base going on for these, just the initial 22 days. But I have a little accountability group that after you've completed, you get to move on and challenge each other anymore.
Nice, looks perfect. And yeah, Robin, I'll wait for that approval because I wanna look more into that group.
Yeah.
And yeah, how can our audience reach out to you?
So I am building my TikTok. I'm pretty excited about that. But TikTok, email, Instagram, text, Facebook. I'm all over Facebook. I've got to figure out though. I just hit the 5,000 friends thing, and I don't know if I'm supposed to like delete friends or if it's better to let people follow me or something. I'm going to add you right now. Okay, just to prove you. So,
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm all over. So it's Robin Mann. What am I? Robin at soldinthecarolinas.com. My phone number is 843-670-9377. And then I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Realtor Robin Carolinas. And YouTube is on the horizon that I'll do, but I'm not there yet. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Robin. Thanks for coming here on the Icons of Real Estate podcast, joining the Icons movement, giving us a bit of knowledge and creativity as well, which we all need to stand out and be special. And I hope that you enjoyed as I did.
I loved it so much. I really appreciate you having me on here. Makes me feel special. So I appreciate the honor of being here.
Thank you, Robin, and have a good one. Bye.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye.